Yo, what's happening? What's happening, y'all? It is your boy OG Tim Wilson. I am here live with the Nasty Boys, Big Ed and Ways, and this is the Showdown. The show where we talk smack. We talk sports. Yeah, we talk some fantasy football. That's right, y'all. It's playoff time. I hope you made it. And if you didn't, it don't matter, because it's the Showdown. Oh, yeah, I thought I'd bring back the old Showdown theme song for y'all one time.
Oh, yeah.
We got away from that. That used to be the theme song for the Showdown, for those that don't know, in our first season. And I just thought I'd bring it back one time for fun, you know? What's happening, fellas? I'm your boy, OG Tim Wilson. This Big Ed and Ways. What's going on, fellas?
What up, though?
What's good?
What's good? What's good? What up? Big Ed, you sound normal today. I can hear you again.
Different interface.
Yeah. And you don't have. I can barely see you. You're cloudy. The light's behind you. Instead of in front of you. It's all.
It's up top.
It's gonna be what it is today.
At least you can hear me.
At least I can hear you. I'd rather do that. I'd rather hear you than see you. That's for damn sure. So
She said, "I got a face for radio."
Yeah, exactly. He got a radio face. So we've got some playoffs going. I want to address a few things. Should I address them first, or should we just go ahead and get with the leagues and all of that shit? I didn't, I'm really, anyway.
I say we can go ahead. You can address what you wanted to address, and then we'll jump right in after.
It's a lot. I might want to save it. It's almost. What was the other? What was parental discretion? I pretty much got a parental discretion message for y'all. But anyway, man. In the leagues, we are in the playoffs. All the leagues are in the playoffs. Did anybody? I did not make the EFG Supremacy playoff. Did any of you make it?
Me and Ways both made it.
Okay. All right. Good. We got called out, by the way, for not making. None of us made the playoffs in the Clash. So I just want to address that. Just go ahead and put that out there. Neither one of us made the playoffs in the Clash, although Big Ed didn't play in the Clash, so he wasn't there at all. And then Ways was way behind, and I missed the playoffs by one game. And I almost came back on Will's ass. Me and Will played a good game. I almost came back on him, but I couldn't quite pull the comeback off. And by that one, if I would have won, I was in. And unfortunately, Will was able to hold on to that lead and knock me out the playoffs. So, so none of us made the playoffs in the Clash. We got called out for it. And yippity doo dah. Mm-hmm. See how much it hurts. Anyway, let the big dogs eat. Everybody in the playoffs? Anybody? You know I'm in. I'm the top seed in big dogs eat.
No, I'm out of that one.
This week I should have jumped right in, but the guy, I needed someone to lose. I won my game, but I just missed it. Literally, 9th place in the league.
Oof.
And mind you, this is coming off of a 0-5 start in the season.
Wow. Yeah, I got the top seed now. I got the 1 seed in that one, so I'm looking forward to that playoff. I think I got Carlton in the first game.
Yes, you do.
And he was talking about I better not meet him. I hope you don't match up with me, blah blah blah. Well, I do. What you gonna do about it? In World War One, I did not make the playoffs. Any of you make the playoffs?
No.
I,
Waze is in. I
I
think Waze is in.
yeah, I am.
Okay. Okay.
Let's see. Who do I would be facing blood on my hands.
Yep.
Yeah, blood on my hands. That's one of our guys. So you're facing a nasty boy.
Oh, I don't like that.
Yeah, yeah. No, that's not cool, right? So it looks like there's what, three teams got in that league. Three of our teams got in against five of theirs, and two of us play each other. So that
Uh,
puts us at a real disadvantage because automatically, and here's the crazy part: the winner plays the winner of Melvin's game.
yeah,
So, yeah, we cannot possibly be playing each other in the finals. But there's three. We have a 3 out of 4 chance of one of you guys making the finals,
yes,
and you'll be facing. So they'll be knocking each other off in that other bracket.
yeah,
I'm looking at the bracket that for a change. I wasn't looking at the bracket in the others. I should have done that. But we're going to keep moving forward. Leaders of the new school, I know I'm not in that playoff. I did not have a good season this year. I just want to address that. This wasn't a good year for me. So 2020, I had a good year in 19, but 2020 was the pandemic season. I had a horrible year. I had a lot going on. I lost Latone. I lost a lot of friends, including Latone, one of my best friends, and I just wasn't in it. Especially after Latone, I just wasn't in it, man. I threw away games in the free leagues I was in. I just wasn't into it, so I don't count that year. But it was a down year, big time. But I don't count it because I was down, But in 21, I came back with a vengeance. I came back in 21. I swarmed the leagues. I mean, I had a great season. Um, Last year, I had a good year. Um, and then this year, I'm not blame. I can't. This year is just a down year. I'm just not having a good season. I mean, I'm in some playoffs. I still got some shots to pull down some chips, but in most of the important leagues, I struggled. And it was a bad. It was a down year for me this year. So, um, kudos to everybody that gets to talk shit. Big ups to you because it's a down year for me. I'm not having a good season.
Right. I had a decent season. It was better than last season.
Okay.
A
Okay.
lot better than last season.
Yeah. Okay.
yeah. For the most part, I've been pretty up in all my for the most of my leagues, I should say. Uh,
Okay.
Last man, that's just been. I don't know what happened there. It it was just bad matchups the first few weeks, and then I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
Uh, uh, what you call it? Let the big dogs eat. Started off rough, but I almost made playoffs either way. World War, I was just put it in that work all season. The same with the EFG matchup.
Yeah, I struggled in World War. I did good in Big Dogs Eat. I struggled in EFG Supremacy. I started off strong in EFG Supremacy, and then it just dropped, and I don't even know why. This past week, even though I lost, I won, and I put up some decent numbers again, and it was like, where's this been? I mean, because I was putting up like 40s, and it's like, where's this? What the hell is going on here? So I had a struggle this year. It wasn't a great year for me, but I bounced back. Um, one thing though, I did notice this year is that my time is shorter because ways I probably talked to you about it more than I did Big Ed, but I got a lot going on. I got a lot that I'm working on and trying to get established. And it's been a lot of work, so I don't have the time that I used to have. I'm not using that. That's not an excuse. That's just saying next year I'm not doing it. I'm not going to be in all these damn leagues next year. I am cutting back significantly because I just don't have the time to put my best foot forward in all of these doggone leagues. It's just not working for me. So that said, leaders of the new school. I did not make the playoffs in leaders of the new school. Are either y'all in that one?
No,
Okay.
No.
All right. I think. Man, they I don't know enough about who is in Steppers Only and Dejan's crew because they don't all of them don't put their SO in front of it, so I'm not sure. I think shucks, if I'm looking correctly, I don't know who's in it and who's not. So I don't know his players, but I know I'm not in it. So I don't know how many he has because I don't know the people. Let's see here. What else we got? Warzone. That is Nasty Boys against BSB. No, that's Steppers Only against BSB. Big Dogs is us. Steppers Only against BSB. Um, I think I made the playoffs on this one. I Nope, I'm not. I didn't get in. Dejan got in though. Dejan is in strong. Dejan is in the Clash playoffs too, actually. So yeah, that should be a good one. So let's just go and move on to the Clash because this is probably boring everybody that has nothing to do with what we're talking about. These are the team leagues for those that don't know. And the Clash, I did not make the playoffs. As previously mentioned, I had a close loss. Um, I almost came back, and it would have been if I would have won. It was win and get in for me, and I didn't pull it off. I didn't pull off the comeback, unfortunately, and so I am out. So we have one, two. Do we only have two teams in?
So
I think we only have two teams in. Just Melvin and Dejan made it, and me and Will were playing, and the winner was in, and the loser was out. And unfortunately, I did not win. The good thing is they are in opposite brackets, so Dejan and Melvin could end up playing each other in the finals.
that'd be awesome.
That would be awesome if they're the only two that made it, and then they go all the way and end up playing each other. But Dejan got Acorn this week, the first week, and Melvin's got Will, the guy that I just lost to. So that's going to be interesting to see how that plays out. Interesting to see how that plays out. So that's the Clash. So congratulations to SWG for getting the six teams into the playoffs. That was your strategy worked. Your scam, it worked. You tricked us, and that's cool. You got it. Congratulations. It did work. It did work. So shame on us for not catching it. And I even caught it. Shame on me especially because I caught it and didn't care because I really thought it wouldn't work, and it did. So shame on me for not properly reacting to what I saw in the making. That said, there's a couple of things I want to address.
All right.
One is I did drop out of that group. I'll call it what it is, the SWFFG. And Johnny, who started the group, he used to be the leader. He used to lead the group. Now he's just a part of the group, but he did start the group. But he's not. He doesn't really run it anymore, and that's probably part of the problem. But he hit me up and showed me a post that he did of a league. He beat me by 1 point in a league that he ain't gonna win. So he beat me by 1 point, and he said, "Sorry, I posted this. I didn't mean to chase you out the group with this." Right? If you really believe that post is why I left, you don't understand the ills of your fucking group. You really need to understand that your group has lost its luster. The fun is gone. It's not as fun as it used to be. It's too many paper Facebook gangsters, fake tough guys, and I just don't have time for the bullshit. I really don't. It's just it's just a waste, man. It's not fun anymore. Every time I post something, you don't want me to, you got people, your admins don't want us posting in the group. So what the fuck am I there for? To read what y'all got to say? I don't think so. So it's just stupid, and it just the fun is gone. And the top, aside from that, um, you don't support none of my shit. Right? I had my group, you joined it, and then you left. And then you rejoined it and you left again because you got mad at something that was posted. And it wasn't nearly as venomous as the shit y'all post. But you couldn't take it, right? So you jumped out, you quit. You don't want to watch the podcast. You probably do, but you claim you don't because we said something about you. You talked about me, and I don't want to. And so you can't watch it, and you act like that. You know what I'm saying? Y'all bitch out over us talking about you on the show. So then you can't watch the show. Not only do you not support the show, well, even though we was giving y'all props, we were supporting your group. We were giving your group a lot of props at first. We were giving you a shout out, but all we got was hate in return. So why am I supporting you? When you do nothing but hate on me, you're encouraging people to not like my show. You know what I mean? You're asking people to not support it, and I'm supposed to support yours. So you can do all that shit without me. You can do all of that bullshit without me. You and everybody else that supports you. That's all I'm gonna say. And as far as this goes, I'm glad you won. Congratulations. Well, you got 6 teams in. You ain't won yet, but it was still kind of shammy because you know that you kind of put some settings in there that was not expected, and you know you shared that information with your crew, and it was up to us to figure it out. We didn't. Congratulations, you tricked us into that, and that's cool. It's whatever. That don't scare me. It don't bother me. It don't shake me. I bet you don't play me. You bet you we don't run it back. Come next year, y'all gonna be saying, "Oh, apply next year." Y'all gonna come up with some bullshit while you ain't gonna want to run it back, and that's cool. That's cool too, because you can't pull the same shit twice, so you're gonna back off. And I'm okay with that too, because one thing I know is all I know is you gonna miss me at the group. I know you ain't gonna like me not being there because you don't know what to say now. All your favorite taglines come from me. That's right. I ain't worried about none of your other people. All of your favorite taglines come from me. You can't beat me. My shit. OG, my shit. Everything you come up with next year, you're going to be telling people I own you because that's my shit. When you think of shit on your own, what do you come up with? Op slider.
What the fuck?
That's your shit. That's what you come up with on your own. All your creative shit, all your cool shit you say, you stole from me. And so now you ain't going to have shit to say because I ain't there to feed you. So therefore, peace out. I hope you enjoy it. I wish your group all the luck in the world, but I've moved on and I ain't coming back. I'm done with it. So enjoy. I hope y'all get your ass beat. And if you don't, congrats to whoever win it. I am watching, but I don't read the comments. I saw a little bit of it. I saw Chris posted a comment about us not making the playoffs. Congratulations, we did make the playoffs. You're right. But you posted a picture of us toasting, talking about great draft. You said you can't make that shit up. Well, you made that shit up because Big Ed wasn't even in the fucking league, and so we wasn't toasting to that fucking draft. So there you go. You did make that shit up. How about that? And I also wanted to say this. It's an ESPN league. It's part of the ESPN league, which is part of the corruption series. And this one I ain't putting on you. I ain't putting this one on nobody but the team that did it. But there's a team in that league that dumped their whole fucking roster.
Oh. Really?
I won 100-something to 6.
Wow.
Because he only kept one player because that player played Thursday night and he dumped the rest of his team. So now people can pick up, people that knew that he was dumping his team was able to pick up some good players off of the waiver wire because he dumped his whole team. I didn't know this was happening. There ain't no chat. You know what I'm saying? So ain't no chat in the league. So that's bullshit that happened. And there should have been, there should be a way to stop that. I hate that happened. And whoever that guy is Team Burn or whatever your fucking name is that did that shit, you an asshole and you full of shit and fuck you.
Yeah, that's
Sorry,
a bogus
I don't
move.
like to. I don't want to use that much profanity, but that's some bullshit, man. That you messing up the league doing that. You really throwing a wrench in the league like that. I'm glad it's not a pay league, because I'd be pissed off. But that's it. That's all I got, man. That's just. I just had to get that off. I just had to get that off my chest. So that said, let's move on, man. Oh damn! There you go. How about that? We. I meant to drop a bomb, but that's all right. I had the wrong soundboard up.
All right, so I got a couple things for us to talk about this week. Starting off with the Bears, a common topic in the on this show. We're gonna shake it up a tiny.
Hey, and it's not me bringing them up this time.
It's
No.
not Big Ed bringing them up. They are interesting though. So
Now we all, I don't know about Big Ed. We all expect the Bears to make some sort of trade this offseason. What are you guys thinking that trade is going to be?
Number 1 pick.
it's tricky. It's tricky. Fields is playing good. Fields is playing well, man, and it'll be risky for them to move Fields. I have come to, and I don't know who they plan on picking with that number 1 pick, because that kid out of USC is poison, in my opinion.
I agree.
I wouldn't touch him with a 10-foot pole.
No.
There's no way I would get rid of Justin Fields for that kid, because he's already he already has said that he wants part ownership on the team that drafts him. He ain't took a snap.
Yeah, he's dead in the water.
He hasn't taken a snap, but he's going to want part ownership for the team that drafts him. Well, that means who's going to want to touch? I'm not going to. You're not getting part ownership, and you're a fucking rookie. You're not getting them. Nobody don't get it now.
Right.
Veterans don't. I'm not saying that it's not that I'm opposed to the precedents he's trying to start, but they ain't gonna let you do that.
No.
They're not gonna set that precedence up for the you know what that means. You know what that means to a Patrick Mahomes and no, they're not gonna do that. But if you're gonna be that kind of a point, because now he's saying, I don't know if y'all know it or not, he's saying he's not playing in this bowl game that they got coming up. I think it's the Holiday Bowl they're in. He's not playing in the bowl game unless he gets part ownership of the bowls of the bowl game.
Hey, I need some of the weed he's smoking.
So he wants to dip in the pool no. So I'm like, no way I would risk. No way I would take that risk with the first overall pick.
No.
And on top of that, I like Penix better anyway.
Right. Drake May's better too.
Jake Mays is a monster too.
Damn near anyone. But
yeah, I like Penix is my favorite quarterback coming out this year. I think he's going to be a stud.
But if the Bears do end up keeping that first round pick, that first overall pick, I think it'd be used on Marvin Harrison Jr.
So you don't believe there's any chance that they'll trade Justin Fields?
No.
Okay.
And I am gonna shock the world to say the same. I don't think they're trading.
I don't think so either, but I tell you what the argument is against that I have for myself against it. The reason I don't say it with confidence, that I do think there's a chance, and it is the only thing that makes sense in regards to them trading him. You didn't do as well as you needed to with him. So therefore, you still got some work to do to build this team. His contract year is coming up.
Yep.
So if you move him now, somebody else got to eat that contract, and you've got a new guy on a rookie contract. And you've got another 3 to 4 years to get this ship right. But if you keep him, you got to deal with it next year. Next year, you got to deal with that now. And once he gets that money, good luck trying to build a team now, because now you're strapped for cat. Now you're strapped a little bit. You're strapped now, so it keeps it when it's all about. Sometimes it's all about the money. It ain't a damn thing funny.
But see, that's why I think they've been making smart moves with the money that they have now, because they've had a lot of salary cap money now to help build that team around Justin Fields.
But they
So-
failed to do it.
But when it comes time to pay Justin Fields, they got all of that salary cap to pay Justin Fields because they got the rest of the team locked up.
But they didn't build the right. But they didn't. But did they do a good job building the team though, or do they still have a lot of work to do?
I wouldn't say a
Question.
they got a couple pieces that they need, but they've done a good job building the team around.
And
I would not discount. I would not discount, and no pun intended. I would not discount the importance of money
Yeah.
and the greed of the owners. I wouldn't do it.
this brings me to my hot take and my prediction for this offseason and what they're going to do, what trade they're going to make. They're going to they're going to trade away that first overall pick to KC for Pacheco and KC's first round.
Huh?
What are you smoking?
I guarantee you, KC needs a wide receiver. KC's willing to give up and has the collateral to give up.
But Pacheco ain't worth Pacheco ain't worth that.
No.
Chris Jones might be, Travis Kelce might be, but not Pacheco.
I see them sending over a lineman and Pacheco with their first round pick. Either way, KC has to include that first round pick as well.
I hate to say it, but I'm with Big Ed on this one.
The Bears ain't taking Pacheco for the number one overall pick.
Hell no, I don't see it.
We just got DJ Moore for the number one overall pick.
I'll put it this way. There's a lot more attractive offers for that number one pick than what you just said.
Pacheco ain't even on a third, fourth round pick.
And
list.
the Kansas City's first pick is going to be a late one.
KC's going to have a late one, but the Bears still got
There's going to be better offers on the table. No way.
Way better offers.
No way. It'll be better offers on the table because Pittsburgh won Justin Fields.
Yep.
Pittsburgh won that first pick. They need a quarterback bad.
Hey, TJ.
The teams that need a quarterback, those teams are the ones that's going to be making the hardest pitch, and most of them are sitting with a much better pick than Kansas City.
Hell, New Orleans finna be looking for a quarterback. Hey, Chris, come to Chicago.
Yep.
I'll give up that number one overall pick for Chris Olave.
Yeah.
But I'm not doing it for Pacheco.
Yeah, New Orleans want that pick. Pittsburgh want that pick.
We got Deontay Foreman and Khalil Herbert. What the hell we need Pacheco for? Plus Roche. Man, what the hell we going to
They're not doing that. No, I don't see that. That's a hot take, but no, that motherfucker is a hot pocket.
all right.
OG, that was about as bad as me saying that Brock Purdy was inefficient.
That's not as bad. That's not as
Pacheco? For
Yeah.
real?
Yeah.
For real?
When's the last time the Bears made a smart trade?
DJ Moore?
DJ Moore. Okay. Where's DJ Moore?
Hey, hold on. In the last 3 weeks, Justin Fields has 10 touchdowns and 2 interceptions.
Okay.
Most of those to DJ Moore.
Okay.
Yeah, that wasn't a bad move they made last year.
Oh, it wasn't terrible. I'm not gonna say it was a boneheaded move. DJ Moore,
Montez Sweat?
And they got the pick as well. So they got the pick, which is going to be a top 5, probably the number 1. So yeah, no, that was a good move they made
I
last year.
completely forgot about their midseason moves. Yeah, you said Montez Sweat. Yeah, you're right. I completely.
And our defense has been jumping since.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, Chicago looks better, and that's why it'll be very risky to move Justin Fields right now, for the unknown, to take a swing at the unknown. The money scares me. I wouldn't do it personally. If it was my move to make, I think I would agree with both of you. I would trade the pick and keep the quarterback.
Yeah.
But man, That I just know these owners, man. It's a
It's a whole lot of money in this motherfucker.
sometimes it's about that money, man.
All right. Next up, we got Patty the Frog with his post-game outburst last night after taking that L. Was it last night or Sunday night?
Who was Patty the Frog?
Patrick Mahomes.
Oh.
Hermit's little cousin.
Yeah, what? See, I didn't know about that. I didn't know the Patty the Frog thing. Yeah, Patrick Mahomes been acting like a real bitch.
He need to call out his receivers though.
Thank you.
Yeah, he
Instead of crying about the refs for making a good call.
yeah.
Right. You should be crying about your
Your
receivers,
quarterback, your receiver messed up that great play, not the ref.
right?
He just called what he saw, and
But
he
not
saw
only
it
that-
correctly.
Not only that, your receivers ain't caught a ball all year.
No, they've been dropping. They caught the ball all year, but they've been dropping. They've been dropping it like it's hot. Dropping like it's hot.
It's a hot potato.
It's a hot pocket. Yeah, they've been dropping. They've been dropping beats, nigga.
Man, they're playing hot potato, or you already said hot hands. But yeah, no, they've been. I don't know. That's why I was saying Kansas City's going to make a move for a higher spot in the draft.
More drops than a leaky faucet.
That way they can pick up a wide receiver.
Yeah, but they got to give up more than Pacheco.
No. Yeah. And I can see the Bears making that move, but they're still going to pick Marvin Harrison, not the first overall, but their later pick. I can see them using that for Pacheco. But
No,
Pacheco's not a bad.
no.
Like, it's
I
just-
don't see why they need. Why do you think they're gonna? The Bears want Pacheco.
Right.
Where does that come from?
We got 3 bomb ass running backs right now under contract.
No, because they ain't bombing fantasy football. I can tell you that much.
Shit, Foreman was a beast when Herbert was gone.
Almost.
I don't think they bomb, but I don't think Pacheco is the answer.
No,
Pacheco's not the answer.
we got 3 running backs better than Pacheco.
Yeah. You got one running back.
They got 3 Pachecos.
Yeah, I was gonna say, they got one
How
back.
about that? At worst, they got 3 Pachecos now.
Pacheco got what, 500 yards this whole season?
He's hot on Pacheco. What the hell is with this?
I don't know. He was telling people to draft Pacheco, and Pacheco been worse than Smart JP Ryan every week.
Ooh, I don't know about all that. He's been worse after week 10. The week I decided to drop him in a trade and sucker someone else to take on that empty load. Because I knew it was coming. After
He's
week
as big on Pacheco as he is on Sky Moore.
The only thing though, with Chicago that's a little problematic is that they're winning games right now.
Yep.
They're playing a lot better and they're winning games. And so that second pick of theirs is falling. It's going up and it's tipping its way outside the top 5. So if they want to get Marvin Harrison Jr., they might have to keep that number 1 pick.
Yep.
that's their option.
Either that or they have to trade that pick to someone that's in the top 3
Oh
Yeah, because he's going top 3.
that don't need a wide receiver.
yeah.
They got to trade it to somebody that needs a receiver but keeps them in the top 3. If they want a chance at getting him, but we might see a wide receiver go first overall.
And that's actually what I'm thinking is going to happen. And we're going to trade that second first round pick.
I don't know if they'll trade that.
I was gonna say why.
Make the 2 first round picks. Hell with it. At that point,
Think about it, is like they really don't.
one with value is the first pick. After the first pick, I mean that second first round pick. What you gonna get for it? Not a whole lot.
The way the Bears are playing right now, I don't see a reason for them to even trade away either pick. Really, the more I think about it, the more I try to consider all the alternative options. In reality, if they continue and end out the season the way they're playing now, there's no logical reason to get away.
I agree. There is one logical reason. There is one logical reason.
And that's the money.
And that's the money.
Well, yeah.
That's the only logical reason I see for them to make a trade. And that being the case, it would be to move Fields and pick pick a new quarterback in one, which to me is not the move. But it's not the move for football, but for money, it's the move.
Depending on these next few weeks, if the Bears don't make the playoffs, they're still pretty comfortable because they can still use that second pick they have in that first round on a quarterback. It doesn't.
I have a good question though. How do we get back on the Bears?
I don't know.
I thought we moved. I thought we were talking about Patrick Mahomes.
Oh, hold on. You said quarterbacks. Hold on.
You're talking about
Hey,
Patrick Mahomes.
It's like the 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon.
I don't know what happened.
Because even with Patrick Mahomes, the conversation can still come back to the Bears because they had the opportunity to get him, and we got Mr. Trubisky.
You know, Mr. Trubisky's out there doing big things in some alternative universe.
I didn't understand the Trubisky pick, and I wasn't aware of Mahomes at the time, but Deshaun Watson was sitting out there.
Yeah.
Oh man, could you imagine?
And I was very familiar with Deshaun Watson, and I'm like, why is Deshaun Watson getting passed up for guys I never heard of? And he was a national champ.
But that did help. That did help the 49ers.
It did help the 49ers.
That's who we traded with to go from 3 to 2 to get Mr. Trubisky.
Oh, okay.
Because you guys wasn't even thinking about Trubisky.
Hell no.
I'm sitting there looking at that draft like, what in the hell are the Bears thinking?
Yeah.
You give away the goddamn future for somebody who wasn't even being looked at.
Yeah, they could have got him. They could have got him the last pick, like Purdy. He could have been Mr. Irrelevant. He could have been Mr. Speaking of Mr. Irrelevant, go ahead, Waze. What's next, man? Let's.
All right, Big
I
Ed.
don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it yet.
Heavy hitters, huh?
Yep.
All right. This week in heavy hitters for quarterbacks, we have bring it back up Lamar Jackson, Desmond Ridder, and Justin Fields.
I knew the pause. The pause told everything.
And a big win over the Lions, man. A big win over Detroit, by the way.
Very big win.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what though? Desmond Ridder came out there and did his thing as well. I have to give him his props. He actually
Detroit is in trouble, man.
Yeah.
They down the stretch to go ahead and win the division. Thought they had the division wrapped up, and all of a sudden the rest of their games don't look as easy as they used to.
Right.
Chicago got better, Denver got better, Green Bay got better. The only two easy wins left is Minnesota.
I'm saying, first of all, Minnesota just put on the greatest game in NFL history of all time.
That was terrible.
That
was pathetic.
I thought I was watching high school football.
I thought it was about to be a 0-0 tie.
Looked like Pop Warner.
I relate that game to Napoleon Dynamite. It was so bad it was good.
No, I didn't like Napoleon Dynamite either.
Only a Vikings fan would say that.
You gotta understand, because as a Vikings fan, I'm sitting here thinking like, man, I can use a drink, and then they pull out the goddamn kegger celebration on a goddamn interception in the middle of a scoreless game in the fourth quarter.
Can I just say, goddamn, don't make that any more interesting than it was, because that was still a piss poor game.
It was horrible.
No matter how many times you add goddamn to your exclamation points.
only a Vikings fan.
Trash.
Only a Vikings fan would say that game was good.
That game was trash.
Look, I'm not being absolutely just real with saying that's good. That was a terrible game.
That was trash.
It was so bad.
What was the running backs?
Running backs: Ezekiel Elliott,
Zeke,
Brees Hall, and James Cook.
Woo.
OG
Zeke.
wild card from last week.
He came out of nowhere, man.
Yeah, he did.
I don't know if it was out of nowhere, OG. You're the one who put him as your wild card.
I did. I sure did. And I played him too this week too.
So did I.
Wide receivers: Debo Samuel, Drake London, and DJ Moore.
Debo.
Pause again. Drake London again.
And wasn't he a wild card last week? Or no, he was a sit-em for somebody.
He was
He
my
was set him. He was a set him for Waze. Yeah, Waze set him.
he was my setup.
But yeah, Debo went crazy.
Yeah.
Debo played pissed off.
Debo is going crazy.
Debo
Did you
broke.
see that they said Shannon had told the team before the game that DK showed him tape of DK Metcalf losing his head all the time. I was getting all upset and said, "We're gonna get under his skin. Whoever gets him mad is getting a Christmas gift."
$10,000 check.
And sure enough, he got through at the game. He lost his head. So.
Tight ends: Evan Ingram, David Njoku, and Isaiah Likely.
Isaiah Likely balled out.
That was my wild card.
So did Njoku though. Njoku was wide open.
Man, all the time.
Yeah, but I've been calling Isaiah Likely. I remember last year, I got to find the tape that I said Isaiah Likely is going to be a good one, and he's not been consistent yet. But once he gets to be consistent, because he's still in the shadows of Andrews, but once he gets out of that shadow, man, that guy is tough to he's tough to guard as a tight end.
Yeah, he's speedy. He's big.
Yeah.
And yeah, like you said, he's tough to guard. Yeah, that's why I put him as my wild card last week. Is that matchup? It was the dream matchup for his skill set.
Yeah, he's nice.
And that's it for heavy hitters.
Heavy hitters, and that's it.
So it's time for our
Oh, my bad. Go ahead.
stardom and situms.
Stardoms and situms. All right. Stardoms and situms at the QB position. Let's see here. Who am I going with? First and foremost, I don't even know if I think somebody else go first because I fucked around and
All right. I'm gonna put Jalen Hurts against Seattle
yeah.
as my first stardom. And from a wild card, I'm gonna go Justin Fields against Cleveland.
Oh yeah, Cleveland's defense is killing. I can agree with Justin Fields as well.
Wait a minute. Who's your wild card?
Justin Fields.
How's he a wild card? And you just went poetic about how good he is,
Because that Cleveland defense.
and he was just a heavy hitter.
This week he's a wild card.
Yeah, no, that's cheap. That's some BS. All right, I'm going with Dak Prescott against Buffalo.
Okay.
Brock Purdy against Arizona. Oh, I'm sorry. No, Brock Purdy is not. We doing one, right? One of each.
Yep, one.
Okay, so Prescott is going to be my lock. I'm going to go with my wild card is going to be Jordan Love against Tampa Bay.
Ooh, I like it.
And my sit-em is going to be Zach Wilson against Miami. Don't let the week go fool you.
Oh yeah, that's what I forgot too. Was my seven. I'm gonna sit Geno against Philly.
Is he playing?
Oh wait, no, he ain't.
Is he
I'm gonna
out?
sit Kyler Murray against San Francisco.
Yeah.
I would do that too. Yeah.
I'm gonna start Jalen Hurts with you, bro. Against Seattle. A wild card this week is a heavy hitter from last week, but I want to see him do it 2 weeks in a row. I'm gonna go Desmond Ridder against the Panthers. And my sit-em this week is going to be Nick Mullins against the Bengals.
Yeah.
Running backs, I am going to go with. Y'all ain't gonna see this one coming. Christian McCaffrey. Uh, and my wild card, I'm gonna go with Chuba Hubbard against Atlanta.
Yeah.
And my sit-em, Deontay Foreman against Cleveland.
Okay. My stardom, I'm going to start Kyron Williams against Washington. Wild card is going to be Rashad White against Green Bay.
He's been quietly.
And I'm going to sit Tony Pollard against Buffalo.
Ooh.
That's
Okay.
You know what though? Tony Pollard's been really inconsistent this season. I can agree. I'm gonna start CMC up against the Cardinals as well. My wild card this week is Kenneth Walker up against the Eagles. And my sit-em, OG, I'm with you. That Browns run defense is killer. I'm gonna go with Deontay Foreman as well.
Okay. For receivers, my starter for receivers, I want red money. Anybody? Anybody?
Debo.
There you go.
He is going against Arizona. So
Yeah. My wild card. My wild card. I liked him last week, and I think he's going to show up again. My wild card. I'm gonna go with Odell Beckham Jr.
shit, I thought you was going to say Brandon Ayuk.
No.
When is Brandon Ayuk a wild card?
Since Debo's back in the lineup.
When Big Ed was talking.
Brandon Ayuk is like
Over
the
there.
Kirk Cousins of wide receivers.
Oh,
He's
we're
nowhere near numbers.
gonna get back to that, Waze. Don't you worry about a thing. And for my sit-em, I'm gonna sit. I'm gonna sit George Pickens against Indianapolis because I am really, really, really sick of that quarterback.
Oh, I can agree with that. That's another team that needs a quarterback.
Big time. Well, that's Pittsburgh. I mentioned them.
Yep.
All right. I'm going to start Puka Nacua against Washington.
Hooga nooga.
Actually, yeah. My wild card is going to be DJ Moore against Cleveland.
How's that the DJ? How is he a wild card? You was just waxing poetic about how great of a trade it was to get him and all of this stuff. If you want to get the Bears in there, just make them your starters, man. Justin Fields and DJ Moore are not wild cards. But anyway, you picked him now. Keep going.
And
The best two players on the team is the wild cards. Whatever, man.
I'm going to sit DeAndre Hopkins against Houston.
Okay. I'm gonna start AJ Brown against the Seahawks. My wild card this week will be Drake London against the Panthers because, like Desmond Ritter, I want to see him do it again. And my sit-em this week is T. Higgins against the Vikings.
Oof. I hope you're wrong. I need him. Let's see. Tight ends. Sam Laporta against Denver. My wild card, I'm gonna go with Isaiah Likely against Jacksonville. And for my sit-em, I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go ahead and say it since I didn't say the last one, and he got to sneak it in there. He's gonna have to sneak it in past my sit-em this time. Kyle Pitts against Carolina.
Oh,
I was gonna sit Drake London, and I didn't, and he got him in there on the wild cards. Now he got him. I'm sitting Kyle Pitts.
I'm going to start Sam Laporta. My wild card is going to be Kyle Pitts. And
Sitting Cole Kmet.
I'm actually sitting Pat Fryermuth against Indianapolis.
All right. I'm gonna start Travis Kelce against the Patriots. My wild card this week will be Cole Kmet against the Browns.
Mm.
And my sit-em is gonna be Noah Fant against the Eagles.
Mm.
Cole
Okay.
Kmet would be key if the Bears are gonna beat the Browns.
All right. All right.
Kickers.
Oh, they definitely ain't gonna be from Minnesota or Las Vegas.
I'm starting the 49ers against Arizona. My wild card is the Texans against Tennessee. And I'm sitting the Lions against Denver.
Oh.
How about that? Ooh, I threw some defenses on there. Look at Big Ed puzzled. He actually did it.
I'm
Oh,
like, nah, I gotta go pick some defense.
yeah, he got him. He got him.
Start San Francisco against Arizona.
Yeah, good start.
Automatic.
Wild card is gonna be Chicago against Cleveland,
Okay.
and I'm gonna sit Carolina against Atlanta.
Ooh, Waze, can you handle it?
Yes, I can, because I am starting San Francisco against Arizona.
Everybody is.
My wild card this week is gonna be Minnesota against Cincinnati.
Ooh.
And my sit-em this week is gonna be
It's also Minnesota against Cincinnati.
Carolina. Carolina is gonna be my sit-em.
He has got some pride in Atlanta this week. I see that. I see how that's going. All right. Well, let's.
Like, you gotta remember, they're facing pretty much the worst team in the NFL right now.
Yeah, they are. That's true. Okay. All right. Well, let's see here. We got pick'ems, right? That's it.
Yep.
All right. Well, let's do some pick'ems then. Who we got?
We have Minnesota at Cincinnati.
Cincinnati.
I am gonna go Minnesota by
Oh, Cincinnati. Just say Cincinnati, and you're
I will go Minnesota by 3-0.
okay.
Chicago at Cleveland.
I'm gonna say this: Cincinnati's quarterback is balling.
Not gonna lie, I honestly thought he was gonna make the heavy hitters this week.
That dude is.
He actually came in fourth.
I wouldn't doubt it. Jake Browning put in that work.
Jake Browning is balling.
And he gonna put in some work on Minnesota this week.
And you know what? Jamar Chase go up against Justin Jefferson, they old teammates. Oh,
and
they gonna
only
show out against each other, and guess who got a quarterback, and guess who don't?
that's only if Jefferson plays.
He's playing.
Right now, it's looking like he'll be playing.
He's playing. He just broke his ass last week. He'll be all right.
Yeah, he got hit in the back. He said, "Oh, my back, my neck, my back."
Yeah,
yeah. He just had to get an ass massage. He got one of them Deshaun Watson specials. He's back.
Yeah, he said, "Give me the."
He said he went to the Asians on Lake Street.
Yeah.
You know how it is, South Lake. All right, Chicago at Cleveland.
Tough game, man. Tough game to call because Chicago's playing very well, and so is Cleveland's defense. I don't know how Njoku was getting open the way he was getting open. If that wasn't a fluke, they're going to be hard to beat. But I think it was a fluke, so I'm going to go with Chicago.
I'm also going to go with Chicago. Cleveland's banged up in the back end on defense right now. From this last game.
Maybe they need to go see Deshaun Watson's masseuse. Just they banged up in the back end. All right. Anyway.
I did. Cleveland decide to go ahead and put Flacco back down to the practice squad.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they brought him down this morning. They put him in.
DTR is playing this week?
Looks like.
Yeah, I'm going Chicago.
Yeah, me too.
And as am I. I had to make that clear. I didn't say that. Denver heading over to Detroit.
Detroit is struggling. Denver is not. But they have not lost 2 games in a row yet. So I'm going to go with Detroit.
I'm gonna go with Detroit. Also, they got to get off the snide somehow.
And it is tough because Denver's been on fire. So I'm gonna go with Detroit because they want it more right now. And right now it's getting to a point. Minnesota wins, Detroit loses. Detroit's looking more and more like they're gonna end up at number 2, then 1, and possibly even 3 if they continue to lose. And the Bears keep surging the way they have. There's too much at stake. I think Detroit has to win this game. San Fran at Arizona.
I'm going with Arizona. That's the 49ers, right? Come on, man. Y'all know where I'm going. And I know where y'all going. Next.
I'm going San Fran.
Yeah, we go Frisco.
Easy work. There's no secret.
Yeah, that's Frisco. All over. That would be the biggest upset of the year.
They're the team to beat in the NFC.
Although they did pull the upset against Dallas.
Yeah.
Bro, did you just say 49ers are the team to beat in the NFC?
Yep.
I haven't seen any AFC teams beat them while they had their squad.
They got one coming up with Baltimore. That's going to be the game. I think that's Super Bowl preview.
Yep.
That's going to be a game.
That's going to be a. Ooh, I really hope they.
I can't wait to see it. I can't. I hope they both come in healthy so we can see what the real deal.
Yeah, that needs to be flexed out here so we can for sure see it.
I think there will be. I think is that a Monday night though, ain't it?
Yeah, it's a Monday game.
Yeah, it's Monday night.
Good. Oh, all right, good, perfect. Final game this week: Dallas at Buffalo.
Oh, another toughie. Josh Allen
rematch.
Josh Allen, yeah, Super Bowl rematch. Good call. Josh Allen usually steps up for these kind of games. Dallas is on a roll. They just put themselves in a great position. They just knocked off Philly. I think Dallas pulls it out. I'm going with the Cowboys.
Like I said, it's a Super Bowl rematch. And what happened the last time? Dallas beat the Bills.
I'm gonna be I'm gonna go with the Bills this week.
Okay, I can't knock it. It's a tough game,
and that's why I'm like, you guys already went with the Cowboys. I'm gonna go with the Bills because we picked the same on everything else, anyways, other than the Vikings game. So yeah, no,
that's because you picked with your heart instead of your head.
Oh, look at Big Ed trying to call him out.
I guess you haven't watched our defense this past couple weeks, but it's okay. You can watch again this week.
Okay, all right.
You must not have watched Cincinnati's offense the past couple weeks.
I just want to thank y'all for joining us here on the Showdown. But before we go, there's one surprise that I have because I was called out, and I want to make sure that I threw the red flag, and we got it.
Sidham's right.
Yep.
Tank Dell against Cincinnati.
Second time he asked.
Tank Dell against Cincinnati.
Stay with us, Big Ed. Stay with us.
I'm gonna go Brandon Ayuk against Jacksonville and Calvin Ridley against San Francisco.
Did you say Brandon Ayuk?
Hey, that's what he said.
That's what I said.
Sidham's right.
Yep.
Ooh. I would agree if you were saying efficient wide receivers. I totally agree with that.
Need an efficient quarterback for that. Need an efficient quarterback for that. Need an efficient quarterback for that.
Need an efficient quarterback for that. Okay. You cleaned it up later, but you said he was an inefficient quarterback. That's what you said. And I'm just put it out there. Case closed. Ladies and gentlemen, we want to thank y'all for joining the Showdown. I'm your boy OG Tim Wilson on behalf of the Nasty Boys, Big Ed Waves. It's been a lot of fun, man. It's playoff time in the fantasy leagues. It's not playoff time in the NFL yet, but we getting there. So we gonna hang out all the way until it's Super Bowl Sunday, and we gonna keep you posted. So we want to thank y'all for joining us. Make sure you like what you see. If you like what you see, make sure you subscribe to the channel because we really appreciate your subscriptions, and also enjoy some of the other shows on there. So we out of here, man, like last year. We catch y'all later. I'm your boy OG again, and this is the Nasty Boys, Big Ed Waves. Peace out.